The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from 1-2. I don't have any. Okay. Live from USJ in Jackson, Tennessee. It is Lady Bruins softball, and we are in the district playoffs this afternoon. It is the Lady Bruins hosting Northpoint, and this is going to be one where we're going to be having a bit of a chess game against the weather this afternoon. Right now, we have sun that has returned, and it is much better than what we were looking at about 10 minutes ago. That may be the way it is all afternoon here, but taking a look at how everything is on the map, you go until you lose two in this one. It's a double elimination tournament, and so the Lady Bruins will be hosting the entire district after winning the regular season championship. Let me give you the starting lineups for both of these teams. For Northpoint, the catcher, Maggie Deaver-Boaz. She'll be followed by Hannah Boston, the left fielder. Batting third, Josie Jones, the shortstop. Faith Ryan, the first baseman, is in cleanup. Katie Bobo, the catcher, is batting fifth. In the number 6 spot, Trinity Garvin. She'll be on the mound today for Northpoint. McKinley Bryant, the right fielder, is batting seventh. Reagan Adams, the second baseman, is batting eighth, and hitting ninth is the DP, Josie Beth Smith. The flex player is Sailor Cole. She will be playing third base, but not in the hitting lineup. For the Lady Bruins, they will be going without the services of Halen Ayers today, their typical leadoff hitter, because Halen has had a shoulder injury, or at least some kind of issue with it, and so she had an MRI earlier this afternoon, and they're waiting on the results of that. But she will not be in the lineup for this district opener this afternoon. Maddie Pope, she'll be leading off and playing center field, followed by Abby Brown, the shortstop. Batting third, E.K. Elrod, the right fielder. Taylor Shands, the big slugger, she will be the cleanup hitter on second base. The catcher is L.K. Prater, batting fifth. Number 6 spot is Ella Golden, the DP. And then number 7, Emerson Fair, the pitcher. Lauren Raines, the catcher, batting eighth. And MP, Mary Patton Redden, she will be the left fielder, batting ninth. And the flex player on second base is Kinsley Brady. So those are your starting lineups for the two teams, and we hope to be able to get this one in this afternoon. The rain on the radar shows that it's around us, but it is dodging us, so let's hope that it stays that way. We'll be back with the start of this afternoon's first district tournament game right after some people want to speak to you that are very important to us, our sponsors.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The Bonus Cash Extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The Bonus Cash Extravaganza, underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
And we are about set to go with district playoff action, District 2A. With USJ against Northpoint. Steve Beverly to bring you all the play-by-play this afternoon. Temperature is about 82 degrees here in the hub city of West Tennessee. It is really at that point here in May where you're at a stage of temperatures between 80 and 85, and you've got the humidity to go along with it today because we've got a lot of moisture in the air that is bringing the showers to a lot of West Tennessee and North Mississippi. The wind is going to have at least a mild factor on fly balls. It is not as heavy as some that we had back during April, but we're looking at it. It's a variable wind today, about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Most of it is blowing left to right rather than straight out toward the field or straight in toward us. So anything could happen with a fly ball today. And it's Emerson Fair on the mound for the Lady Bruins. And up first is Maggie Deaver-Boaz, the catcher for Northpoint. And we are about ready for the first pitch. This is what it's all about, playoff action. The winner here could go to the title game tomorrow evening. And here's your first pitch. And that was just a bit high for ball one. Emerson wants that ball always, and she is ready with the bend and the pitch. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Got a good turnout of folks who have come, pardon me for that, who have come the distance from Northpoint to be here for the playoffs. There's going to be a game immediately after this one between ECS and Trinity Christian Academy. And that one's in there for strike one. 2 balls and a strike. On the whiteboard down in the Lady Bruins dugout, it says 4 games to state, and it also says play like a champion. So they see that every time they pass by there. That's low and outside. 3 balls and a strike to Boaz. And on deck is the left fielder, Hannah Boston. And here's the wind and the 3-1. And a slow roller to third. And they say it was a foul ball. It did not initially roll in the fair territory. So It started the roll actually in the batter's box. So we've gone full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Emerson would love to be able to get this first batter after falling behind 3-1. She winds and fires. That's outside for ball 4. So Hannah Boston, the left fielder, steps in with a runner on first. Now, this Northpoint team is one that does like to run. So you can expect that if they think they can steal on Emerson, they will. They're playing at double play depth in the outfield, and that one's a bunt foul that goes up against the screen for strike 1. It's one of those dangerous things. If you bunt one high, attempting to get that runner to second, and if the catcher was able to get over there and snag it very quickly, you could always double them off at first. Didn't happen that time. It was out of play. No balls and a strike. Emerson pitches. And the runner looked like she was going to go, but she did not, and it was in there for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Lauren Raines was up quickly over there and was threatening to fire to first. Grace Ann Ferguson, the head coach of Northpoint, and here's the pitch, and that one is going to be lined into left center field. Picked up quickly, but it's going to be runners at second and third. So she gets a double out of that one, and so already Northpoint is threatening. Now remember, the team that loses here does not face elimination yet. They would have to play a game tomorrow afternoon before the title game. Josie Jones, the shortstop, stands in. And already with a threat with 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. And Lady Bruins looking for a play at the plate if possible. The wind and the pitch up high for a ball. And you can imagine if there was a thought of a bunt here, you got to know. Yeah, that's a strike in there for a ball and a strike. And Emerson fires. That's in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now she's finding the range. This would be a big strikeout here with nobody out here in the first. Just missed outside, and the runner gives a little bit of a feint like she was going to possibly try to steal home, but not a wise move. Faith Ryan, the first baseman, is on deck. And here's the pitch to Jones. Fouls it right back into the screen. So we stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's turning out to be a nice afternoon, at least for now. There are some possibilities of showers tonight that could affect the game after us. Here's the pitch. Just missed for ball 3. This is a big pitch for Emerson right now in this first inning because she doesn't want to go bases loaded and nobody out, and that one's fouled off. Jones is a tough hitter up there. She has managed to stave off a couple of potential strikeout pitches. But the way the radar looks right now, I think we'll get this one in. Famous last predictions, but I think we will get this one in. Here's the wind and the 3-2. Low. No! Struck her out. That's a delayed call and struck her out. Just caught the corner for strike 3. So Emerson Fair's first strikeout, and here is Faith Ryan, the first baseman. Still with runners on second and third, nobody out. And here's the wind and the pitch. That one's fouled off over into the pavement to our right. No cars in the vicinity, so nobody had any reason to panic and head out there to see what kind of damage is being done. Here's the 0-1, and she just got a piece of it on the short end of the bat. No balls and 2 strikes. Our crew this afternoon, the incomparable Billy Bolin II and the likewise incomparable Christopher Reasons. The wind and the pitch. Outside for a ball. Boston gets a pretty good lead down at second, even though she can't really steal the base unless and that's up high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. She wants to be in position if this is a ball that has any kind of depth to it to be able to at least move over to third. And what Emerson wants is a strikeout. And a high fly foul behind us. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We rewind the tape for the 3rd time now. And she takes the bend and the pitch and struck her out. So Ryan goes down swinging. 2 straight strikeouts now for Emerson Fair, and here comes the catcher, Katie Bobo. Still runners on second and third, 2 down. And Bobo trying to bring in the 2 that are on base. Emerson trying to do everything to keep that from happening. And she winds. Inside corner for a strike. If Bobo were to get on, then Trinity Garvin, the pitcher, would be next. Here's the wind and the pitch. In the outside corner, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Emerson's now finding the range after walking the first batter, Deaver Boaz. And a good one here could get her out of this inning. Digs it in and fires. Just low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And let's see what Emerson delivers on a 1-2 with 2 out and runners on second and third. And got her with a strikeout. Hit that corner, and after putting the first 2 on, 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 players left on base. So we've completed a half inning. It is Northpoint nothing, and the Lady Bruins just now coming into bat.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
And go by and see our good friends at Carlock Nissan. If you're in the market for a new car, they have every kind of model that you would like, and they'll make you a good deal. So taking her warm-up tosses, Trinity Garvin on the mound for Northpoint. She's their ace. And she'll face Maddie Polk, the center fielder, Abby Brown, the shortstop, and E.K. Elrod, the right fielder. For the regular season district champion, Lady Bruins. As we said, in case you missed us at the beginning, going without Halen Ayers today, who has a shoulder issue, and she is awaiting word on an MRI that she had earlier today. So Maddie stands in, and we're ready to go. And Garvin delivers. Outside. Hit the outside corner, pardon me. No balls and one strike. Showing bunt. And then swings away, and it's foul. A roll foul. Good aggressive play on the part of Faith Ryan at first base, but it just rolled foul. So it's no balls and two strikes. Hearing some encouragement from the USJ fans, and she's showing bunt once again. And that was a decoy, so it's a ball and two strikes, ball up high. And let's see if she gets the green light to swing away here. Now I'm going to show the bunt again. Third baseman playing well in. And she lines this with slow roller to shortstop, firing on to first, and she's safe. Beat it out. The very fast Maddie Polk. She outran the roller, and the shortstop it was about a 6 roller there, and finally picked it up and fired. It was a good throw, but Maddie had beaten it out, so she's on first. She's a threat to go, and Abby Brown, the shortstop. Now with the possibility of moving her over. Garvin winds and delivers. Outside, and Maddie looked like she might be going to take a step towards second, but gets back. Ball and no strikes. E.K. Elrod will be next. Here's Garvin's delivery, and that one is fouled back behind us, a ball and a strike. Wind is blowing in a little bit more toward us now, but it is so light that it just really doesn't have a lot of impact on a fly ball going deep. If you're going to hit one out, you're just going to have to hit it out today. And Garvin with the delivery. And there's a bunt. And they get her and they dropped it. And she's going to try to make it to second, and they fire it back to the pitcher. So that's an error on the first baseman who dropped it. So it's a 2-base error. And that gives the same offensive threat for the Lady Bruins that Northpoint had in their half of the first inning. Nobody out, runners on second and third. And here's E.K. Elrod. Garvin bends and delivers. That's a high foul that's off to the right. No balls and a strike, and catcher going out to talk to her. And Deaver Boaz wants to make sure that they're on the same page with each other. particularly when you get into district tournament play like this, getting out to the early lead is so critical for confidence and also just to keep from having to be in that mental situation of coming from behind. You put the pressure on your opponent. Here is the 0-1 from Garvin. And a bunt slowly down to first. They fire to the plate. They'll not get her. And going down to second, unchallenged, is E.K. Elrod, was heads up base running. Give her an infield hit. And then she goes to second on the fielder's choice. RBI bringing in Maddie Polk. And Abby Brown down at third. So here's the slugger, Taylor Shands, the second baseman. A couple of TV games ago, she powered one out of here, and that one's fouled off to the right. So the Bruins with first blood in the game, up 1-0, and nobody out runners on second and third. They're playing in the outfield at moderate depth, and that one almost gets away, but a good job of saving it by Katie Bobo. A ball and a strike. Garvin winds and pitches. A high fly ball that is going deep. It's going to score a run, though, to the center fielder, and she easily is going to come in with run number 2. Sacrifice fly for Taylor Shands, and an RBI. Abby Brown comes in with the second run of the game. So Lady Bruins on top 2-0, and here's L.K. Prater, the catcher. She's still got a runner in scoring position with one out. So Lady Bruins strike first, and again, that's the emotional lift when you're at tournament time. And particularly when you're the host team, that one's low for a ball. Now, EK is one that will take off for third if she sees an opening. But the Lady Bruins have been doing some heads-up base running here in this first inning. Garvin delivers. And that one is going right straight up the middle. It could score a run, and she is going to get in, and they won't even throw. Run-scoring single for L.K. Prater. And probably a smart move that they didn't challenge it, because that would have sent L.K. to second. So 3 straight batters have delivered RBIs, and here's Ella Golden, today's DP. Runner on first, one out, and she's going to take off, and she does not. She thinks better of it. She teased going down to second. The catcher was ready with a throw. Infield playing in at double play depth. And there she goes to second, but it's fouled off. 3-0, Lady Bruins on top here in the top half of the first inning, and they'd love to add more. There is this philosophy: you cannot get enough runs when you are in tournament time, no matter what the inning. And the runner goes again, and they're going to fire it down to second, and it gets away. She's going to stay at second, though. Center fielder is over there to pick it up. So give LK a stolen base. And Ella is back in with a 2-1 count. Emerson Fair, the pitcher, will follow her. So we've seen aggressive base running employed by Joel Ayers here in the first inning. So Garvin with a runner on second delivers. And the bunt is going to slowly go back to the pitcher, and she fires on to first, but that gets the runner over to the third with a sacrifice, and that's 1-3. Here's Emerson Fair with a runner 70 feet away from the plate. And this would be big to get that fourth run to start the game here in the first. And there's the pitch, low and inside for a ball. LK's dancing around there as if it gets away, I'm headed home. And if it gets more than 5 or 6 steps away, I guarantee you she will be headed home. Here's the pitch. And just fouled off a little bit late. Ball and a strike. 2 down and a runner on third, and Lady Bruins up here in the first, 3-0. Good to have you aboard here on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, and on the Bruin Network on Facebook. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that one is going to go foul. Got around on it a little bit too early. Over into one of those wet clay piles that is off to the left. So it's a ball and 2 strikes to Emerson. She would love to add another one to her lead. And the pitch, fouled back again. Emerson has done a good job of hanging tough here in her first at bat of the game. If she gets on, Lauren Raines, the catcher, will be up to the plate. Once again, the 1-2 from Trinity Garvin. That one's low. Didn't get away enough. Again, another good stop by Katie Bobo. Did not get away enough for LK to try to trot home. So it's 2-2 with 2 out and a runner on third. Here's the wind, and that one is a slow roller. They're going to have to go quickly to get her, and they do. Almost made it there, but once again it's 1-3. But the Lady Bruins picked up 3 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 player left on base. So we have completed an inning, and it is USJ 3, Northpoint nothing.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Regardless of the outcome of this one, we will be back here tomorrow, whether USJ is in the loser's bracket or in the championship game. But they're up 3-0 in the first, and here's the pitcher, Trinity Garvin. As Northpoint stands in for the top half of the second. She'll be followed by McKinley Bryant, the right fielder, and Reagan Adams, the second baseman. Pitch, and she went around on it. Great job of pitching in the first inning by Emerson Fair after putting 2 runners on base, struck out the next 3. She was really finding the corners. Here's the 0-1 from Emerson, and she went around again. No balls and 2 strikes. That one dipped. Well, if she has her strikeout pitch going today, it is going to be a long one for Northpoint, but we got a lot of work to be done here. Here's the pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Emerson with the bend and the pitch. Oh, that one went over everybody's head. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lauren Raines would have had to have been a pole vaulter to have caught that one. Infield playing at normal depth against Garvin. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. Got it in there in the corner for strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Emerson Fair, and that's the 3rd one that she's caught looking. Here's McKinley Bryant, the right fielder. She has good power, particularly to left field. The outfield is playing at what I would consider to be medium depth. And the wind is almost calm now. It's just a very, very light, gentle breeze. And that one is right there to the first baseman for out number 2. That was a little floating fly ball, and so the Northpoint team with 2 down now, and here is Reagan Adams, the second baseman. And she goes around on that one for strike 1. After those first 2 runners got on, you can see Emerson really has her stuff going in the early innings this afternoon. She bends in the wind, up high for a ball. You talk to most ball players, they actually like it when there's a little bit of humidity out there because it actually gets a little bit more energy going with them. And the pitch is out in there for a strike. No, it's outside for ball 2. Just missed the corner. Sometimes if it's a little bit of a delayed call, we may miss it up here. Nobody on base and 2 down. And Adams awaiting the 2-1 pitch. That one low. That was like one that was trying to knock over a 10-pin on the bowling lane. So it's 3 balls and a strike. Emerson has walked 1, the first batter that she faced, Maggie Deaver-Boaz. And here's the pitch. And that one's out of play, so we've gone full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. If Adams were to get on, Josie Beth Smith, the DP today, would be next, and that would be the final player in their rotation. So Adams waiting on the payoff pitch from Emerson. Outside for ball 4. Second walk of the afternoon for Emerson Fair, and that does bring up Josie Beth Smith. And if she goes on, we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Maggie Deaver-Boaz. Runner on first, 2 out, and we're on the top half of the second. And there is a liner, and it is, saw a little bit of neon out there, but it was snagged by Mary Patton Redden for out number 3. So it was no runs on no hits, no errors. They did have a walk, and they had 1 player left on base. So we've completed an inning and a half, and the Lady Bruins still on top, 3-0.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
And I will guarantee you, when you go to King Tire, they do what they say they will do. They have taken care of my automotive needs for 30 years in this community, and I urge you to go by there for an oil change, tires, whatever you need. They'll take care of you. Lauren Raines, the catcher, stands in now. Lady Bruins up 3-0 as Emerson Fair has struck out 4. She'll be followed by Mary Patton Redden, who snagged that fly ball, even though we saw a little bit of neon green out there. I'm sure she's going to get teased about that. Going after one that was outside for strike 1. And then we'll go back up to the top of the order with Maddie Polk. And a pitch, and that one is a slow fly ball that's going to be out of play. Went back into the Lady Bruin dugout, so it's no balls and 2 strikes. Lady Bruins with 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. And for Northpoint, no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. And there's a base hit into right field. And they try to go to first. The first baseman takes a tumble. But Lauren on with a base hit. And she's going to walk it off just a little bit after the collision. So Mary Patton Redden will stand in. And let's see what's going on here. And they're going to come in with a pinch runner. And that's going to be Kendall Keene. They'll give Lauren a little time to shake off that one. And Kendall has, shall we say, top speed out there. Don't be surprised if she takes off. Up a little. But in the corner for strike 1. No balls and a strike. First baseman and third baseman playing well in case of a bunt. MP bunts it foul, and it's right on top of our roof here, but we didn't say get the net out because there was just no way we would get to it. Maybe one of these tournament games before it's over with, we'll have one that just bends its way up here into the booth. We were close this year. No balls and 2 strikes to MP. And here's the pitch. She fouls it back again. Our roof is taking a bit of a pounding from Mary Patton right now. Kendall still lurking over there at first. And Mary Patton hanging tough, fouling him off. She's at 0-2. Chokes up a bit on the bat. And that one's outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Infield playing at double play depth. Here's the wind by Garvin and the pitch. And she struck her out. First strikeout of the afternoon for Trinity Garvin. And here's Maddie Polk, who singled and scored her first time up. She's in the leadoff position today in place of the at least temporarily injured Halen Ayers. Garvin with the bend and the fire, and she went around on it. No balls and a strike. Kendall still looking for a pitch that would allow her to take off down to second. And that one's fouled back into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. That's an enthusiastic group of fans here today from Northpoint. Oh and 2, runner on first, 1 out. And Garvin delivers. Just got a piece of it. Still no and 2. You know, Maddie, she's going to show a bunt right here. Let's see if it's a fake. It was, and she fouled it back again. So it's been 0-2, I think, for the last 20 minutes to Maddie. But it won't matter if she gets her pitch, and she's showing bunt once again. Let's see if it's a decoy. As Garvin fires. And a foul off again. And we remain at 0-2. I tell you, we may have to send out for food before she's able to get one out. Here's the wind and the pitch. Low and down into the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm just looking right now. This is about a 3.5-minute at bat so far for Maddie. Abby Brown is waiting on deck. Showing bunt once again. And delivers one foul. That is her 5th foul of this at bat. And she's going to show bunt yet again. Here's the wind and the pitch. And she's going to slice that one into, and they fired a second. They did not get her. And the umpire says safe. And so for Maddie, that was one that just barely got out of the infield, and the right fielder, or pardon me, the left fielder, Hannah Boston, she made a fine throw to second, and that allowed Kendall Keene just to make it in there. So now it's Abby Brown with 1 out and runners on first and second. So Maddie Polk with a 4-minute at bat and finally navigates the single out of it, her 2nd straight. That one's fouled off. As they say, it doesn't matter how short or how long your plate appearance is, as long as you get on base. Abby reached base on a 2-base error her first time up. There's the pitch. And that one is low. Ball and a strike, 1 out and 2 on for the Lady Bruins. They got all 3 of their runs in the first inning. And Ike Elrod is down in the on-deck circle. And that one is a slow roller. They're going to have to hurry to get her at first. And did they? No, they did not. We are loaded. And that was the speed of Abby Brown, so give her an infield hit. So you got Kendall Keene at third, you've got Maddie Polk at second, and Abby Brown at first with only 1 out. They are going to play again at double play depth. Ike had a run-scoring single her first time up. Garvin facing trouble again. The pitch, and that one's fouled off. No balls and a strike. It's been a long inning, but the Lady Bruins are threatening once again. Trinity with a pitch. Outside for a ball, and you saw all 3 runners as if they thought this might be a triple steal, but that was not in the cards. EK back in there. A ball and a strike. And she went around on it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The runners on base could be moving with this pitch. Here's the wind of the pitch. And that's a high fly ball. Center fielder is going to take it, but that's easily going to score another run. So a sacrifice fly to center field by E.K. Elrod to make it a 4-0 game. E.K. with 2 RBIs so far as Kendall Keene comes in with the score. And here's the slugger, Taylor Shands. Runner still on first and second, 2 out now. Garvin with the pitch, up high for a ball. Don't be surprised if Maddie and Abby take off if they see an opportunity here. Here's the 1-0, and that one is fouled off to the right. A ball and a strike. Lady Bruins up 4-0. Here's the pitch. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. Lady Bruins 4 runs on 6 hits. And Trinity with a wind in the pitch. And that one's a high fly ball. First baseman takes a look at it, but it's going to be over onto the road over to our right. So it's 2-2. 2 out, 2 on. And Garvin delivers. Low. We've gone full 3-2, so the payoff pitch is coming. And L.K. Prater is just waiting to get her opportunity back up there again. She had a single and an RBI her last time up. The pitch. And struck her out. Good piece of pitching there. Second strikeout for Trinity Garvin, but the Lady Bruins picked up 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they had 2 left on base. So we've completed 2, and it is USJ 4, Northpoint, nothing.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We're going back up to the top of the order here in the 3rd inning. Maggie Deaver-Boaz, Hannah Boston, Josie Jones. Lady Bruins are up 4-0. Trinity Garvin has thrown 51 pitches for Northpoint in her first 2 innings. So we're going to be watching that pitch count very closely. So Emerson Fair with 4 strikeouts already. And after putting the first 2 runners on, has really settled down. Fires one, just up a bit high for a ball. Steve Beverly with all the play-by-play this afternoon on what has turned out to be a beautiful May afternoon. It didn't look that way around 2:30. Here's the 0, and she went around on that one. Ball and a strike. Deaver Boaz walked her first time up to start the game, and Northpoint had runners on second and third, but Emerson struck out the next 3 batters. The pitch, and there is a long drive, and that ball is out of here for a home run. Yeah, that ball is gone. And that was not one of these that you saw as a high fly. That was just a line drive home run. And so Boaz has put Northpoint on the board with a solo homer. It's a 4-1 game. And she got all of that one. You kept looking to see if it was going to bend foul, but it didn't. And that thing was out of here. You don't see too many just line drive homers because most of the time they're high flies that just seem like they're going to go forever, but she just got all of it, and that was out of the range of Mary Patton out there in left field. So here's Hannah Boston. She doubled her first time up. She has the only extra base hit in this game. The left-hander delivers. Got it in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. So Northpoint on the board. It's a 4-1 game. And the pitch. Up high, ball and a strike. So this Northpoint team trying to show how resilient they are. The left-hander fires. And that's in there for strike 2. Just caught the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the wind and the pitch. Just missed it outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jones waiting to take her spot. So far, Emerson has struck out 4 and walked 2. And the pitch. Just held up on it. And they asked for help from the first baseman, and he says no, from the first base umpire. So we've gone full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Boston awaiting the payoff pitch. And here it is. And she fired that one foul down the left field line. Boston hanging tough. That's the way she was her first time up. And then she powered that double that went into left center field. Almost down on the end of that bat. And here's the pitch. And she went around for strike 3. The 5th strikeout for Emerson Fair. Josie Jones stands in. And she was part of that 1-2-3 strikeout brigade in the first inning. Josie's the shortstop for Northpoint. Grace Ann Ferguson has done a tremendous job to navigate this team here into the playoffs. The pitch. Got it on the corner. 0-1. Faith Ryan, the first baseman, is in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And a high fly ball. Center fielder giving chase under it and takes it one-handed. Nice job on that one by Maddie Polk for out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Faith Ryan. She struck out her first time up. But Northpoint gets on the board with Maggie Deaver Boaz's home run over the left field fence. And that one just bounces off, and there's some discussion now whether that was a hit by a pitch. So the umpires are going to have a conference, and that will give an opportunity for Lauren Raines to go out and have a conference herself with Emerson Fair. And this is the point where you would have the Jeopardy Think music, but we don't have it right now. Yeah, they said it hit the bat, not the wrist of the player, so it was no balls and 1 strike. 2 out and nobody on. Lauren goes back out to talk to Emerson one more time. And I think we'll wind it up again with no balls and a strike. Katie Bobo is waiting to stand in if Faith gets on. Here's the pitch. And that time it did get her arm. So Faith Ryan gets on as a hit batsman, and so here comes Katie Bobo. She struck out her first time up. So that's the first player to be hit by a pitch today for either team. So Bobo stands in with a runner on first. And you got to believe that they're going to be aggressive on the base pass. That's a high fly foul that, again, goes over into the stands behind us. I don't know who got a souvenir. I didn't quite catch up with that. You got a bit of a close-up right there of Trinity Garvin, who's waiting to hit if Katie gets on. That's up high. Runner, she gave a little bit of a thought of going to second, but Faith goes back in there. A ball and a strike, 2 out, and a runner on first. And 1 run in for Northpoint. The wind and the pitch. And that is going to be slicing foul, and they cannot get to it. You had a running congregation over there trying to catch up, but it was just in between. It was almost like between a triangle. But that makes it 1-2 with 2 out. Katie Bobo, she stands very close to the plate. All right, Emerson taking her time on this one. The runner will likely be moving with this pitch. There's a high fly ball into left center field. Maddie Polk is under it and takes it for out number 3. But Northpoint came up with 1 run on 1 hit. That was the big home run blast by Maggie Deaver-Boaz. They had no errors, and there was 1 player left on base after being hit by a pitch ball. So we've completed 2.5, and USJ leads Northpoint 4-1.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort. with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
LK Prater stands in as we start the bottom half of the third inning. She had a run-scoring single her first time up. She'll be followed by Ella Golden and the pitcher Emerson Fair. And that first pitch is in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. And this is where you test the mettle of a pitcher like Trinity Garvin that has given up runs in both innings. She's thrown 52 pitches now. And that is a slow, lazy fly ball that is caught over the shoulder, looking backwards by the shortstop. Josie Jones with a good job on that one for out number 1. Here's Ella Golden. She hit a sacrifice her first time up, and so she officially has not been to the plate. That one's in there for a strike. And Trinity Garvin seems to have settled down a bit and is now finding the corners much better. And that one sliced foul. That's going to be out of play. And that one went almost all the way over to where the garden equipment is. No balls and 2 strikes to Ella. And she's going to line that one, and it's still going to be out at first. The second baseman fumbled it a bit, but managed to recover in time and nailed her at first for out number 2. So here's Emerson Fair trying to help her own cause. She grounded out pitcher to first base her first time up. Emerson with a 4-1 lead right now and would love to be able to get on base and give Lauren Raines, her battery mate, an opportunity to add to it. And she's going to send that one right up through the middle for a base hit. Reagan Adams tried to make a dive at it, but that one took a nasty bounce. So Emerson is on with the 7th hit for the Lady Bruins. Here's Lauren Raines. She had a single and came in on a sacrifice fly her first time up in the second inning. And if she gets on, Mary Patton Redden will follow. And the wind, and she went around on it for a strike. That one had a nasty dip to it. Here's the pitch. And that one is going into left field for a base hit. So runners on first and second. So Lauren with 2 straight hits. Mary Patton Redden, she struck out her first time up, but this could be a big one if she could single, particularly if she could bring in Emerson Fair with a 5th run, and that's going to send, once again, Kendall Keene in to pinch run. So Kendall's at first. And that one is an 0-1. If Mary Patton gets on, we'll be back to the top of the order with Maddie Polk, who has singled twice this afternoon. Here's the 0-1 from Garvin. And she laid off of that one. Looked like MP was going to stretch for that one, but ball and a strike. Had a good eye and held off. She chokes up a bit on the bat. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Infield is playing at normal depth. and a few discussions between the coach and the umpires to what the count is it is 2-1. And Mary Patton fouls that one behind us. 2 balls and 2 strikes. ECS takes on Trinity Christian Academy in the second game of our district playoffs. That'll follow this one. 2-2 with 2 out and the pitch. And she lofts that one into right field. They're going to run, and it's dropping in there, and that's going to score another run, and a runner goes over to third. Mary Patton with a bloop hit into right field. There just was no way the right fielder was going to catch up with that one. And that brings in Emerson Fair. And Lauren Raines trots it all the way over. That's actually Kendall Keene, trots it all the way over to Kendall's in there in place. She's pinch running for Lauren. And she's trotted all the way over to third, so there are runners at first and third. Clutch 2-out hit for Mary Patton Redden. And here's Maddie Polk, 2 for 2. She's had 2 singles, scored a run, and she's done just a little bit of everything on the base paths. 2 out runners on first and third. And she's showing bunt again, as she often does. And swung away and only got air. No balls and a strike. Lady Bruins have scored in every inning, and they're back up to the 4-run lead at 5-1. Showing the bunt again. And that was a pitch out. I think they were trying to see if Mary Patton was going to take off for second. Maddie again showing bunt. And she pops one, but the center fielder is going to get under it, make a basket catch for out number 3. But the Lady Bruins picked up another one. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they left 2 on base. So we have completed 3, and it is USJ 5, Northpoint 1.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
So far, Emerson Fair has held Northpoint to 1 run on 2 hits. And that 1 run was a blast over the left field fence by Maggie Deaver-Boaz. Here is her counterpart on the mound, Trinity Garvin. Trinity struck out her first time up. She'll be followed by McKinley Bryant and Reagan Adams. 5-1 Lady Bruin lead. This is district playoff time. The winner of this one will make it to the title game tomorrow, and she goes around on that one for a strike. Five strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit batsman for Emerson Fair. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. McKenzie has And she went around on that one for a strike. Trinity Garvin has thrown about 66 pitches so far in her first 3 innings. Emerson with the bend and the pitch. Just missed the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a little bit of a grin for the umpire by Lauren Raines. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouled off. So we'll rewind the tape and do it again at 2-2. In case you just joined us, we had some concerns about threatening weather in the area right before we started this one, but it has so far managed to stay away. We've had sunshine throughout, and it has been a very pleasant afternoon. It's 83 degrees out here. Just missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Emerson with a big payoff here to Garvin. Takes the bend and the pitch. Up high, ball 4. So Trinity Garvin goes down to first, and that brings up McKinley Bryant, who flied out to the first baseman the first time up. And here's Josie Beth Smith. It has not been any kind of an issue when, and this is the second time that, or actually the third time in 4 innings that Emerson has put the opening hitter on. One of them was a home run, but she has steadied herself every time she's had runners on base. Here's the pitch, and that one fouled back. A ball and a strike. Of course, for Joel Ayers, there was very little time to savor that. And a high fly ball, about 2 miles in the air, and getting underneath it and holding on to it. No, she didn't. And they said she didn't. The runner did. All right, they said she did catch it. From our vantage point right here, it looked as though that she may well have dropped it, but E.K. Elrod hung in there and kept it, so it is a sacrifice fly that sent Trinity Garvin over to second. Actually, Claire Chambliss is the pinch runner in for her. Here's Reagan Adams, the second baseman. She walked her first time up with a runner on second. And that's a slow bunt tap. They fired a third, and that was one of those that you wonder if that was the wise move to go to third rather than first and get the force out. So you give a bunt hit to Reagan Adams. Josie Beth Smith, the DP, is in there. So they've got a full-blown threat now with runners on first and third and only 1 out. Infield playing at double play depth, but there is a big gap that could easily get a ball into center field if it goes up the middle, and they're going into, and she cuts off the throw. So stolen base by Reagan Adams. So runners now on second and third, and they have an opportunity to cut this one right now to a 2-run game with a base hit. One out. Your force play is gone. And here's the pitch. Hit the corner. A ball and a strike. Maggie Deaver-Boaz, who has a home run in this game, is waiting to get on, and she'd love to do similar damage. Here's the pitch. And that one is going to go into center field, and it looks like it's going to score 2 runs. Well, no, they got her at the plate, and they go to second. They couldn't get her, but they got the play at the plate. 1 run did come in. So Josie Beth Smith with an RBI single, but they were able to toss out Reagan Adams at the plate. So good throw from center field by Maddie Polk. They've still got a runner on second and first, but with 2 out now. Hannah Boston, the left fielder. And that one is sliced foul. This is the 6th Northpoint player to head to the plate in this inning. And that's the most that Emerson Fair has had to face in any one inning. Here comes the 0-1 with 2 out. That one's low, ball and a strike. If Hannah gets on, shortstop Josie Jones would be next. The wind and the pitch. In there, hit that corner for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Emerson has had at least 1 strikeout in every inning. Here comes the 1-2. And right to the third baseman, firing on the first for out number 3. So they had a threat. There was a walk and 2 hits, 1 run. No errors, and they left 2 on base. So we have completed half the game. It is USJ 5, Northpoint 2.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The Blacksmith, one of the fine eating establishments in downtown Jackson. You will not go away disappointed. Well, here we go. Bottom half of the 4th, Abby Brown will stand in for the Lady Bruins. And Trinity Garvin still in, trailing 5-2. Her teammates have given her a run in each of the last 2 innings. Lady Bruins 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And Northpoint 2 runs on 4 hits, and there is one, a big drive, and it's out of the range of the center fielder, and so it's a double. She might have lost that one just a bit in the sun, but it was out of the range. So a big double to start the inning for Abby Brown. She has been on base in every single inning. She's had a double and a single and reached base on a two-base error. And here comes E.K. Elrod. She's had a single and a sacrifice fly. She has scored a run and has had 2 RBIs. There's the pitch, and that one is fouled out of play. You heard the warning call. No balls in the strike. Taylor Shands will stand in next. EK awaits the 0-1. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, Abby's fast enough that if she can get away, if that ball were to get away from the catcher, she is, I can guarantee you she's on third. And that one is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. EK with those 2 big RBIs today. And Garvin with the wind and the pitch. And that's a slow tapper, and she's going to have to fire fast to first. She will not get her. The slow hop really helped on that one, so give EK an infield hit, and that sends Abby Brown over to third. So Lady Bruins with runners on first and third, and the slugger Taylor Shands stands in. And I guarantee you if EK has an opportunity, she's going to head down to second and try to take off that force play. And she does. And they fire it down, and they're not going to get her. Now, I would love to tell you that I had a crystal ball for that one, but truth is, if she could get that on the pitcher, I knew she was gone too many times this season. So now both of them are in scoring position with nobody out. And the pitch. And that one gets down in the dirt. That was an excellent save by Katie Bobo. That could have easily bounded over the glove, but she was down there quickly to save that one. 2 balls and no strikes. And runners on second and third for the Lady Bruins. And that one's fouled back out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lady Bruins have scored in every inning. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. And they've got another threat brewing here. That's up high. 3 balls and a strike. If Taylor sees the pitch she likes, I got news for you. She's going to probably fire on this one. And she does, and it's fouled back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And let's see if Taylor abides by the advice. Here we go in the pitch, and she's hit. Oh, my, that one really smarted it. You could tell, we could hear that all the way up here. She caught it in the wrist. So she heads down to first, shakes it off. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Lady Bruins. And L.K. Prater, who had a run-scoring single in the first, she flied out in the third, is here. And just about anything that she could do outside of the infield will bring in a run. And they are playing at, they're expecting a bunt here, I can tell you from the way the infield is playing. They're doing everything they can to get a force play at the plate. And that one's low, but it was in the corner for a strike. Nobody out, bases loaded, nowhere to put L.K. Prater. Garvin winds and pitches. That's up high, ball and a strike. And Taylor is dancing around over there, almost like she's a contestant in Dancing with the Stars. Here's the 1-1 to LK. Slice foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They get a couple of new neons ready to go. Big pitch for LK. And she's lining that one into center field for a base hit. It'll only bring in 1 run because the center fielder was playing in, but the base hit brings in Abby Brown. So the Lady Bruins are continuing their threat. Bases remain loaded. And here's Ella Golden. She had a sacrifice her first time up and grounded out her second time up. 0 for 1 officially. Bases loaded, nobody out, and that's low. A ball and no strike, 6-2. Lady Bruins continuing to score in every inning. But they've got them jammed with nobody out. And there is a roller to the, and they had to go quickly, and she's safe. An excellent job of sliding in to break up the play by E.K. Elrod. So Ella Golden with an infield hit delivers that one, and it is now a 7-2 game, and they're having a full-blown conference at the mound. So Ella with an RBI single, and it doesn't matter how far it goes. And they're going to leave Garvin in there. And she has thrown a lot of pitches this afternoon. Here's the pitcher, Emerson Fair, who's 1 for 2. She had a base hit and scored a run back in the third, grounded out in the first. So Emerson could blow this one wide open with a base hit. Garvin delivers. And there you go. That's one that is going into all the way back to the fence. 3 runs may score here. 1 run's in. 2 runs in. And they're going to hold her at third. But Emerson does what any good pitcher loves to do, and that is to be able to deliver a run-scoring hit. And that one went all the way back to the fence. And she is fist pumping all the way back to the dugout because we've got a pinch runner coming in. And that's Reese Scott. So the Lady Bruins with 4 in this inning to make it 9-2. Big double for Emerson Fair. A ball and no strikes. So Emerson did a terrific job of helping her own cause because now it's a 7-run lead. And the umpire is coming over to have some kind of discussion with Joel Ayers, and I'm not sure what this is all about, but okay, they're going to switch the flex player with the DP. Kinsley Brady has been at second. And here's the pitch. Went around on it for a strike. Still nobody out, a ball and a strike with Lauren Raines up at the plate. Lauren's had 2 singles today. She scored on a sacrifice in the second inning. Actually, it was Kendall Keene who did. She came in to pinch run for her. That's up high. 2 balls and no strikes. She is the 7th Lady Bruin to hit in this game. Mary Patton Redden is waiting on deck. Went around on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a big pitch for both Garvin and Raines. And that one just fouled off the lower portion of the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, it remains. Lauren has delivered twice so far. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that one sails back on top of the roof of our press box. We have had a few near misses today, but that one decided it was going to collide with the top. Here's the pitch. She fouls that one off. And let's see if Joel Ayers comes up here and decides to climb up and get this one. No, it's going to be the catcher this time. I got to hand it to Katie Bobo. She had no fear of going up there to the halfway point of the fence. One of our last, and got a big hand there. Our last TV game, it was Joel Ayers who climbed almost to the top of the fence to get it. All right, still 2-2. The pitch to Lauren, outside, ball 3. We're getting close to the 100 pitch mark for Trinity Garvin. That's 94 for her. And she got her. Lauren with a strikeout. That is the 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for Garvin. Here's MP Mary Patton Redden. She had an RBI single back in the 3rd. She struck out in the 2nd. But 4 runs are in here with only 1 out, and runners still on 2nd and 3rd for the Lady Bruins. And we are seeing some ominous clouds behind us here. And there's a slow butt. They're going to have a hard time getting her. And unfortunately for the Lady Bruins, some base running mistakes lead to a double play. So, despite the end to the inning, it was a good one overall for the Lady Bruins. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and with that double play, only 1 player left on base. So we have completed 4. It is USJ 9, Northpoint 2.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Our staff meteorologist here in the booth has just predicted that the ominous clouds behind us in the western sky are going to move away and that we're not going to see anything bad happening. All I'll tell you is that we have no sun now, and it does look as though something could develop, but I'm going to trust our meteorologist. 9-2, Lady Bruins on top here in this District 2A playoff game, the first one. And going around on that hard is Josie Jones, the shortstop. But we do have some low-lying clouds over there that are gray and could bring some rain into the vicinity around us. But I can tell you, in Jackson, Tennessee, it could be raining on the bypass and not here, and vice versa. One around on it for strike 2. Jones will be followed by Faith Ryan and Katie Bobo. Jones struck out and flied out this afternoon. And Emerson takes that deep bend and the pitch. And got her. So she's got her strikeout pitch again. And that is the 6th of the afternoon for Emerson Fair. Here's Faith Ryan, the first baseman. She struck out in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third. And I know both these teams would like to get this game in. Of course, nobody is eliminated. This is a double elimination tournament, so nobody eliminated with a loss. But you'd like to get this one in and not have any significant delay. And here's the pitch. And she went around on that one. No balls and 2 strikes. Emerson putting a little extra spin on those last 2 pitches. Takes her bend and the pitch. And struck her out. 7 now for Emerson. And here comes Katie Bobo. And we apparently are going to have at least a temporary delay because of apparently there has been some lightning spotted in the area. So we are going to temporarily hold this one off. A 9-2 lead and I'll try to just recap a lot of what has happened. A 9-2 lead for the Lady Bruins. There are 2 out in the top half of the 5th inning. So what we have seen, and I'm going to, as we are right now, I'm going to take a look at my radar from WREG in Memphis and we'll take a look and see just exactly how that is going to show up for us right now. It's saying thunderstorms possible around 6 o'clock. All right, let's take a look here. Now, this does not I'm looking at our radar right here. It does not look like we got anything serious until 7:30 tomorrow morning. I'm talking about really, really threatening stuff. And I'm going to back it back up here to take a look. Now, there is some lightning that is just to the west of where we are, but this is not a big storm that is coming. In fact, it falls apart very quickly. So to be candid with you, I don't think this is going to be a lengthy rain delay. They are going to get the tarp out on the field. And you can see in the upper portion of your screen how they've got a combination of players, coaches, anybody who's a volunteer who can push this thing down on the field. They are going to try to make this thing happen and have a minimum of turmoil. What our radar shows is that it is not going to be a terribly long system, but there is. And what happens is if you've got lightning that is within, say, 10 miles of the vicinity of the field, they will automatically shut it off. They've got people monitoring this. I'm going to go to another app that I have and see if I can get even more possibilities on this. It is... everything like this is for the safety of the team. And there's the big tarp that's coming over the infield. And they get help. Both teams are out there trying to help out, Northpoint as well as USJ. That's one of these things that you take a look, and when they bring one of these things out, it's like trying to put down a tent and then fold it up after you are ready to end a camping trip, and it always has these big bubbles in it, and you have a hard time getting it to be flat. But they'll put it as far as they possibly can. I'm going to take one more look at a different radar and just see what we have here in our area. Lady Bruins on top, 9-2. And it has been really ever since they took the lead 3-0 in the first inning. It has been their game completely. As we mentioned, the specifics on the forecast we have right now is a possibility of thunderstorms at 6 o'clock. Right now it's 5:39, and I'm trying to get my map to go up. All right, what I am showing is that this is going to probably pass below us. Now, as I jokingly mentioned about our staff meteorologist up here in the booth, that about 6:30 there's going to be a storm that goes below us, but it apparently is not going to bring the kind of thunderstorms that we are looking at in some portions of West Tennessee. Let me recap the game for you right now as, again, you see the tarp trying to protect this field from whatever showers we do face. We were really fortunate because right up until that point, up until about 10 minutes before, they called the rain delay. And you have to call it a weather delay instead of a rain delay because we don't have any showers yet. But at that point in time, we had had a beautiful afternoon after it looked threatening between 2:30 and 3:15 this afternoon. And it was really wonderful here. Humid day, about 83 degrees. But let's talk about what has happened so far. We've got 2 out in the 5th inning. Katie Bobo is at the plate, and USJ scored first with 3 runs in the first inning. That was after Northpoint threatened in the first with a walk and a double, but then Emerson Fair struck out the rest of the side, 1-2-3, and made it at that point in game, the momentum heavily in the emotions heavily on USJ's side. So then, in the top half of the first, Lady Bruins got 3 runs on 3 hits, and you had RBIs by E.K. Elrod, by Taylor Shands with a sacrifice fly, and by L.K. Prater. So they were up 3-0, and they made it 4-0 in the second with 3 more hits. Lauren Raines started it off with a single, and then she had a pinch runner, Kendall Keene, who came in with a sacrifice fly by E.K. Elrod. So E.K. has had 2 RBIs in the game so far. Northpoint came back with a run in the top half of the third on a big home run. It was a line drive, not a real high fly. It was just a hard-hit line drive over the left field fence for a home run for Maggie Deaver-Boaz. And that cut the lead down to 4-1. But the Lady Bruins came back, scored again in the third. And that was back-to-back-to-back singles. Emerson Fair singled to help her own cause, and she had a pinch runner who came in to score. And the run batted in was on Mary Patton Redden, and she lofted one that was a late swing that dropped into right field for a base hit. So that made it a 5-1 game. Then we got back to the fourth, and there was another rally by Northpoint. A walk to the pitcher, Trinity Garvin, and she had a pinch runner, Claire Chambliss, and then scoring on a sacrifice fly. No, she moved to second on a sacrifice fly by McKinley Bryant, and then a single by Reagan Adams. And then the run-scoring single by Josie Beth Smith. And that made the game 5-2. But the Lady Bruins have been threatening to blow this one wide open here in the fourth as they came in and they sent in that inning 8 players to the plate, 4 runs on 5 hits, a double by Abby Brown, a single by E.K. Elrod. Taylor Shands was hit by a pitch, and then you had trying to check my notes here, a run-scoring single by L.K. Prater, and then you had an RBI single by Ella Golden, and then a Emerson Fair helping her cause again with a 2-run double, and that made the score 9-2. The Lady Bruins so far today, 14 hits for their 9 runs that they have had. And it has been 1 run, or rather 2 runs on 4 hits for Northpoint. Northpoint, at the point the game was suspended, Northpoint had 2 outs in the top half of the 5th inning, and Katie Bobo will be at the plate when we resume, and I'm very confident that we are going to resume action in the not-too-distant future. But we are standing still at this stage right now with USJ on top 9-2. ECS will play Trinity Christian Academy, and both those teams have made their way here to the field at USJ that is hosting the entire district playoffs on the basis of winning the regular season. And so they will play at approximately 30 minutes after this game is completed once it resumes. Now, the loser of this game will then play in an elimination game tomorrow. The winner of this game will move on to the championship round. So it is very, very important for both of these teams to have the opportunity to get that big leg up. And I'm not sure. It sounded like I might have heard. Billy, did I hear a rumble out there? Yeah, we are hearing some thunder, and we do know that it is in the area. So we have brought in one of our cameras from the outside because of the fact that with our electronics here, we want to do everything we can to protect it so we can bring you the game whenever it resumes. But that's what we are looking at right now with, and I'll go back and look again, and we are looking at the possibility of thunderstorms somewhere, and we are hearing that thunder continue. Thunderstorms that should begin anytime between now and 6 o'clock. This is not a huge monster thunderstorm, and it is one that we believe will be done probably in the neighborhood of about 20 to 30 minutes once it is gone. And then we don't see, there's only a slight chance, about a 15% chance of rain for the rest of the evening. So that's where it looks like we are headed for right now. So we've just got this temporary stoppage, which is, we've been at it about 12 to 13 minutes right now while they had to get the tarp out there on the field. And once again, you take a look at how everything has developed. It has pretty much been all USJ, 9-2, but you got to know this Northpoint team, they want every opportunity at a comeback. So they've got 2 1/3 innings to try to see if they can make that happen. But Emerson Fair has had her strikeout pitch working. She really did in the first inning, striking out the number 3, 4, and 5 hitters after putting the first 2 runners on. And so she struck out 7. She has walked 1, 2, 3, and has hit a batter. But she has had her control for most of this game and has managed to get out of most of the jams that she has been in. And for Trinity Garvin, she's been right at 100 pitches in this game, and it has been a tough outing for her, particularly because of the first and the 4th innings. In those 2 innings together, the Lady Bruins with 7 of their 9 runs. As we, again, are in a temporary stoppage, we have heard some thunder in the area. There has been lightning that has been seen within about 10 miles of where our field is in North Jackson. But as I have mentioned to you many times, and this is always done as a precaution, they do this in any outdoor sport. It doesn't matter if it's football, softball, baseball, whatever it is, track. If you have that within that close of vicinity, they're going to stop it because they don't want to run the risk of anybody getting injured out here. The last thing you'd want to do is to see somebody hit by lightning because they didn't get off on the field quickly enough. That's frustrating sometimes for the fans who have come here to see the game in person and for you at home. But safety of our athletes, our coaches, everybody else, that is what is essential, and that is why these weather delays. I can tell you, years ago, before we had apps to show us radar or anything like that, a lot of chances were taken in high school sports that probably should not have been. I know that because I was calling a game back in 1970 at Newton Field in Waycross, Georgia, and all of a sudden a big lightning snap came in center field. And this was one of those things that people have been saying to the umpires and everybody else. You got to call it, and you got to at least get them off the field. No, we're going to keep going until the old theory was let's keep them on the field until something happens. Fortunately, smarter heads prevail in our contemporary efforts to keep our athletes and our coaches safe. That when it's an outdoor sport, if in doubt, bring them in. And I think that is something that as a parent or anybody else, that is something that we extraordinarily appreciate about the rules that we follow now. So we are holding firm right here. It is 9-2 with USJ in the lead right now comfortably, so more so than they have been at any other time of the game. When we do, and I am saying when because I just don't think that we're going to have a long delay. They will have to give them some time to warm up. It won't be an instant restart to the game once this weather threat passes by. And once it does, they'll bring the players back on. They'll have a short period to warm up, and then we'll pick it up where we left off with Katie Bobo, the catcher from Northpoint, at the plate. And Northpoint with 2 down and trailing 9-2. And when the Lady Bruins get back up for the 5th, it'll be back up to the top of the order with Maddie Polk, who so far today is 2 for 3 with a run score. Abby Brown, the shortstop, will be second, and she is 2 for 3. She has been on base all 3 times, and she has scored 2 runs. She's had a single and a double and reached base on a 2-base error. And E.K. Elrod, who has 2 singles herself, has scored 2 runs and had a sacrifice fly, so officially she is 2 for 2 in the game with an RBI and 2 runs scored. She's also stolen a base. So just about everything has gone in the direction of the Lady Bruins, but you've got to seal the deal, and that's what we are waiting on now with, as you see, this exciting picture of the tarp. Right here in our stadium. And I don't mean to make any kind of I'm not mean to minimize all of this because I got to tell you, they move so quickly to get that. They look like professional groundskeepers getting that tarp out there and to get this field covered. And hopefully, and down in the lower portion of the western sky, it looks like it's lightening up a bit. Now, Billy Bolin II, can you tell me what does it look like from your vantage point? So it's moving over in that direction. All right, Billy Bolin and Christopher Reasons, who are directing and doing camera operations today, are surveying the situation for us. And Billy says that our cloud is moving a little bit over more toward the northeast right now. And we are seeing it. And we've just had the announcement to encourage the fans to go to their cars just in case we have. I'll tell you this once again for the fans' sake. You got to be able to protect them as well, and that's one of the key things is you don't want them out there around these metal bleachers or in these metal chairs if all of a sudden something like this would happen. I can tell you the most frightening experience I had with something like this. I was the co-anchor of Action 9 News in Columbus, Georgia, back in 1978. And we did, at one point, they did this on WREG where they did outdoor patio weather. And so every night, our meteorologist, and she was a young meteorologist who happened to be from Shelbyville, Tennessee, and she would do it out on this patio set that we had outdoors behind the station that had 2 gas lamps out there from the Gaslight Company of Columbus. And one night, and the instructions then, this was a news consultant doing this. And I can tell you, I didn't have a whole lot of respect for that guy anyway. But he insisted that she be out there and do it rain or shine, no matter what. Well, when that happened, and this was at a 6 o'clock newscast, all of a sudden, lightning came into the area, and it smashed down and struck one of those gas lamps. I cannot begin to tell you how quickly we threw, and I'm yelling to the director, I said, get it back to us. And we got her in out of that threatening situation because that lightning was right down on top of her. And we got her inside, and the poor lady was absolutely soaked, wound up her forecast, and after that we had a major discussion that even if there was the hint of severe weather, she was going to do the weather inside, not outside. So I have been there in these dangerous situations before, and you just do everything you can to protect everybody because lightning is just something you do not play around with whatsoever with anybody. Athletes, fans, coaches, that's the way it is. So, and we are still hearing some thunder, I'm presuming, over there in the northeast corner. But we are actually seeing sunshine come through behind us. The sun is breaking through once again. I'm not going to break into a chorus of Somewhere My Love from Dr. Zhivago where they had the chorus that says, whenever the sun breaks through. But it is beginning to get that way right now, so maybe we've got some optimism. And I'm seeing a little bit of patching of blue down below these dark clouds. We may actually get out of this without something seriously happening. So we are going to be extremely hopeful. Of course, as I mentioned, our press box meteorologist predicted that this would all go away and it would go around us and we would not have anything serious to happen. And right now, he may be right. Oh, my goodness gracious. This is what you call, we don't have they used to say during Atlanta Braves baseball, back when it was on the Superstation, they always used to say at this point, they'd say, well, let's go to an episode of the Andy Griffith Show, and then we'll be right back and bring you up to date on if the rain delay continues. We don't have an episode of Mayberry to show you, so we'll just have to continue with this right now. Oh, my goodness. And, yes, I have had to fill I had one time at a Union basketball game in which the official, it was not a Union game, but it was a game being played on Union's court between Shorter University and Lane College. I can tell you we had a 53-minute delay because of a skirmish on the court, and the officials took 53 minutes to look, and relook at the tape to determine who had to be tossed out of the game at that point. And so we literally, because we didn't know if they were going to come back to us at any point in time, it turned out to be a 53-minute fill while they finally did that. It was, shall we say, not one of the more pleasant experiences I've ever had, but you do what you have to do in broadcasting. And I have a feeling that when this is all said and done, that our executive producer, Paul Schultze, will edit out all of this long fill during our rain delay, or weather delay, as I will call it here, because we really haven't seen anything more than just a tidy sprinkle here and there. And we still hear some thunder, and you may hear that rumble behind us, but the skies are looking more optimistic. And I'm seeing Ashley Ayers over down below us greeting some of the fans who have shown up here. I mentioned earlier, I didn't have a chance to go into it because we had a home run that was hit. For Joel Ayers, this has to be, it's an amazing situation because, and we do have a light, very light rain that is falling right now. You can't even see it on your picture right now. It's just enough that'll probably dampen the tarp. But thank goodness we've got that protected, so it shouldn't be a long job trying to get this one back together once this passes by. But Joel Ayers had very little time between his Lady Bruins basketball team winning the state championship and shifting gears into softball. I mean, it was a very quick turnaround, and here they are, the regular season champions in District 2A, and they are leading in this opening game of the district playoffs. And so it has been a tremendous coaching year for Joel. And, of course, his wife, Ashley, his assistant in the girls' basketball state championship. And we had an opportunity to be at a dinner in which all of those players were honored in just recent days, and it was a marvelous experience because of the kind of culture that he has brought to this program here at USJ. Now, I don't know whether you can see it very much right now, but the rain's a little bit heavier, but the sun is out. So this is one of those, I don't know, Billy, can you spy outside and see if we've got a rainbow anywhere? Now, I don't want you to get wet. I should have told you not to do that. Here I am sending Billy outside to get soaked just so I can see if a rainbow is out here. And he says there's no rainbow. So Billy's not going to need to shake like a dog in here because he didn't stay out there long enough. But this has been, the thing about it is, if you are a Lady Bruin fan, this has been a game in which every player has been on base. 2 hits for Maddie Polk. For Abby Brown, she's been on base 3 times on an error and with a single and a double. Ike Elrod with 2 singles. Taylor Shands got on base and scored after being hit by a pitch ball. L.K. Prater with 2 singles. Ella Golden with a single and an RBI. Emerson Fair with a single and a double. Lauren Raines with 2 singles. And Mary Patton Redden with a single. So everybody in the lineup has been on base at one point or another this afternoon in the 4 innings that the Lady Bruins have played. And on the other side, Maggie Deaver-Boaz with that big home run she had in the 3rd, that was the big blow that Northpoint has had. And then you've had Reagan Adams with a single, Josie Beth Smith with a single. And let me take a look one more place here and see if we have missed anybody. Reagan, Josie Beth, and Hannah Boston. And, yeah, Maggie's home run. So that is, they've had the 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. So the rain is steady right now, but it is not extraordinarily heavy. It is the kind of thing that probably fans who are sitting in the bleachers will need some towels to try to dry it off whenever this stops. But the sun is now very bright. So I think our staff meteorologist is correct that it is going to pass us by without anything that is extraordinarily serious. And we are going to be playing, I am anticipating we're going to be playing baseball or softball very soon. Says an hour. I'll go with your prediction on that. He says about an hour we'll be back doing that. So that would probably put us somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 o'clock. They've got to get the tarp off the field. They've got to give them time to warm up, get the grounds back in shape. And so that takes a little time. So it's not a case of just walk right back out onto the field and get it going again. So tell you what we're going to do. Billy, I think I have said about all I can say about this without repeating this 100 times. So let's go to some commercials, and then we may just come back and show the fans the field. And so the Lady Bruins are on top with 2 out in the top of the 5th inning for Northpoint. They are leading 9-2. And so we'll come back somewhere around maybe 6:45. And we will give you an update on where everything is. I am very, very optimistic that we'll be playing baseball somewhere in the neighborhood between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. So until then, Steve Beverly saying, stay with us, and we will be back with you around 6:45.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires. We can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The Bonus Cash Extravaganza is underway right now at Car Lock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The Bonus Cash Extravaganza underway right now at Car Lock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The Bonus Cash Extravaganza is underway right now at Car Lock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The Bonus Cash Extravaganza underway right now at Car Lock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The Bonus Cash Extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The Bonus Cash Extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Well, as you can see, the tarp has been removed. The grounds crew is feverishly trying to get things ready for us to restart USJ against Northpoint here in the Division 2A regional playoffs. I'm Steve Beverly back with you. I will make you a promise that tomorrow there is, at various times of the game times tomorrow, championship game, of course, would be the finale. There is a 50% chance of a recurrence of thunderstorms. So, I will make you a promise that we will bring out of the mothballs some of Steve Beverly's TV classics to run for you if we have another rain delay, and hopefully that'll help you pass the time away. But I'm glad that our sponsors had an opportunity for you to see their messages, because without them, we would not be here with USJ athletics across the board. Let me bring you up to date. They are getting this field in good shape. Teams are trying to warm up and get ready to resume. USJ got off to an early start, very hot, with a 3-run first inning to take a 3-0 lead, and then it was 4-0 after the second inning, 5-1 after the third, and At this stage right now, 9-2, and there are 2 outs in the top half of the 5th inning for Northpoint. Emerson Fair has struck out 2 batters to begin the inning, and then what happened is we had reports of lightning within 10 miles of Jackson. At that point, you don't take any chances. You get everybody off the field, and most of the fans made their way over to the picnic shelter. And players, they were hunkering down in their clubhouses, and so that is what happened while we were away here. And we tried it. We think we're going to probably resume somewhere in the neighborhood of about 7 o'clock. It's going to be right just at that point, and we're at 6:30 right now, so it may be actually sooner than that. We may, if they get this limed off and get it back in shape, and he is moving very, very fast with this. Randy does such a great job of getting this field in great shape. And if they do, it may be actually closer to 6:45 when we resume. But the Lady Bruins have 9 runs on 14 hits, and Northpoint 2 runs on 4 hits. And it's been a tremendous pitching outing. It looked a little grim to start with for Emerson Fair because she walked her first batter and then gave up a double and then proceeded to strike out the next 3 batters, and so no damage done. She has struck out 7 and has walked 3 and hit a batter. For Trinity Garvin, the pitcher for Northpoint, it's been tougher. She has thrown right at the 100-pitch mark right now, and it is just about, it wears on a pitcher's arm to have to go that many pitches in any given game. And so it's a question mark as to how much more we will see of her. Will she come back in the 5th inning? And, of course, we abide by the 10-run rule that if Emerson were to hold Northpoint at 2, and if USJ were to score 3 runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning, then it would be game, set, and match on the 10-run rule. But we'll just wait and see what happens. We remind everybody that this is not an elimination game. This is a double elimination tournament. So the loser is not out. They will play in the loser's bracket, which will be the first game tomorrow right here at USJ's field, and it will be the loser of this game against the loser of ECS against Trinity Christian Academy, which will follow this game tonight. I'm trying not to make this too complicated, but what it amounts to is the loser of this game and the loser of our second game this evening. Those 2 will end up playing each other in the opener tomorrow, and the loser of that one will be eliminated. There is a possibility that you could have as many as 3 games being played tomorrow, but the key for both of these teams is to try to win this one and then to assure yourself the opportunity that you're going to be in that title game. And it has been a big offensive show for the Lady Bruins. We mentioned earlier, but we'll touch base on this just one more time in case you were not with us earlier. Lady Bruins playing without Halen Ayers, who has had a bit of a shoulder injury. We don't know how serious. She had an MRI earlier today and is waiting on the report back from it just as to what the extent of that injury is. So Maddie Polk has taken her place in the leadoff spot, and she's done a yeoman's job today with 2 singles, and she scored a run in the first. And Maddie hit a long ball to center field that came within an eyelash of falling behind the center fielder. So she has done her job taking over in the leadoff spot of this one. But it has been Emerson Fair's game, particularly after she put the first 2 runners on base to strike out the next 3, 1, 2, 3. And with 7 strikeouts in the game today, she has had her stuff, unquestionably. Joel Ayers is right down at the bottom of your picture surveying everything, and it looks as though we will not be terribly long, and they've moved around to be sure the outfield is in good shape. We're not going to be terribly long in getting this thing started again. The teams have basically done their warm-ups. And I know the umpires are ready to get this one going, and I don't think we're going to see anything else this evening. I think our staff meteorologist has confirmed that for me, that we will not have any more tonight. And he was basically right. We might have had a small shower there, but it was nothing like what the prediction was for dire stuff. So I have to take my hats off to the folks here in the booth who had our weather prediction right on the money. And here we are. We're actually going to get started a little bit before 7 o'clock as the Lady Bruins go out and take their positions, and I think we're about set to go. But as I mentioned, if we do have a weather delay tomorrow, we will have one of Steve Beverly's TV classics to help you pass the time away, and that is something that I enjoy doing, and I will see you on Saturday night on public television, and that is on from 6 to 7 on WLJT, and then the main event from 7 to 10 on Saturday night on E+ TV 6, and Sunday night from 7 to 10. And the one we have coming up for you Saturday night on PBS on WLJT is a murder mystery that is from 1962, starring Betty White in a dramatic role. And she's quite good at it. But here we go. Let's see if there's drama that unfolds here. And it's Katie Bobo, the catcher, at the plate. 2 out, nobody on. And here's the pitch. That's up high for a ball. This can sometimes be, it's not as tough on a softball pitcher as it is on a baseball pitcher to come right back after you've had nearly a 1-hour delay like this. And that one is just a little bit high, but it was on the corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Katie has struck out, and she has flied out. And the pitch, and she slices that one foul, and actually barehanded catch over. I wish our cameras could have reached over there. A barehanded stab over on the pavement. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 out. And Emerson delivers. And a high fly ball, and the left fielder cannot catch up with it. Mary Patton's going to chase that one down, and it is going to be a stand-up double. Woo, boy, you talk about close. That was closer than a Gillette Atra blade on somebody's face. But nonetheless, it is a stand-up double. And the official has called time, and they're going to come over and have a discussion. And he's going to talk it over with the first base umpire. And it's a quick conference, so it's obvious there's not going to be any change. So she is safe with a double. And this will bring up Trinity Garvin, the pitcher. Trinity has struck out, and she walked and scored. Actually, her pinch runner, Claire Chambliss, is the one who scored. Runner on second, 2 out. Lady Bruins on top, 9-2. Here's the pitch. That's fouled back over into the pavement. And you've got Trinity Christian Academy and ECS over behind the dugouts, getting ready for taking this field over a little later than they had anticipated. And that one hits the corner perfectly. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 out. 5 hits now for Northpoint. And the pitch. Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You got to know Emerson wants to get this one done right here and give her team a chance to close it out in the bottom of the 5th. Takes the bend and the pitch. And that one is going to go over the head of the right fielder, and that's going to score a run. She's going to be in there with a stand-up double. So Trinity Garvin helping her own cause to close it to a 9-3 game. And an RBI, and that brings in Katie Bobo. That brings up McKinley Bryant, who has flied out and then hit into a sacrifice fly, so she is officially 0 for 1. Sacrifice fly advanced a runner from one base to another instead of bringing in a run. And Emerson with the pitch, down low. Ball and no strikes, so ending the rain delay in 2 straight doubles for Northpoint to close it to a 9-3 game. Emerson winds, and it's fouled up against the fence. A ball and a strike. Right down on the end of that bat, and she fouls it off again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, McKinley in there, and the wind and the pitch is up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They were trying to get her to go after one inside. You've got Claire Chambliss again, pinch running down at second for Garvin. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. Let's see if it stays fair. Underneath it, take it. Underneath it and taking it is the first baseman for out number 3. So they came back from the rain delay with 1 run on 2 doubles. No errors, and they left 1 on base. So we have completed 4.5. It is USJ 9 and Northpoint 3.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Lady Bruins have scored in every inning. And we're coming back to the top of the order with Maggie Polk, who has 2 singles, and she scored a run and flied out. 2 for 3 this afternoon. She'll be followed by Abby Brown and E.K. Elrod. So Northpoint sliced it just a bit coming out of the rain delay to make it a 9-3 game. And Garvin is going to stay in there despite having pitched just about as much as sometimes 2 players would. She's over 100 pitches in the game. And again, Maddie showing bunt, had no intention of it, I don't think. That was outside for a ball. Taking her time between pitches. And the wind and the pitch. Up high again, same place. 2 balls and no strikes. Garvin has not walked anyone. She has hit 1 batter. And she has struck out 3. 2 balls and a strike. And the infield is playing in just in case of a bunt. And so there's a lot of room for her to loft a base hit over their heads. And she went around on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And let's see what Garvin delivers this time on the 2-2 count. Up high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we've gone full. We had one at bat this afternoon that Maddie, before she finally singled, it was a 4-minute at bat, considering that she fouled 7 balls off. Showing bunt again. And went around on one that was outside for strike 3. 4th strikeout for Trinity Garvin, and here's Abby Brown. Abby's been up every time. 2 base error in the first inning, a single in the second, and a double in the 4th. She's 2 for 3. There's a high drive way back there. That ball is out of here for a home run. And here they come out of the dugout. And how about that? There's a young fan who's going over there to retrieve the ball. She ought to bring it over there and let Abby autograph it. Abby got all of that one. A 10-3 lead for the Lady Bruins, continuing their string of scoring in every inning. And that one's in there for a strike. EK has been on base twice. She had a sacrifice fly. She's had 2 singles. She has scored twice. Garvin winds and pitches. And there's a high fly ball that with not really any depth to it. Center fielder takes about 3 steps and takes it for out number 2. And Taylor Shands, who scored her last time up after being hit by a pitch, she's had a sacrifice fly and she has struck out. So she is officially today 0 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Outside for a ball. Boy, Abby got all of that pitch over the left field fence. The wind and the pitch. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. LK Prater would be up next, and LK has had a couple of singles today and 2 RBIs. And that one is going to go foul. Hey, you don't talk the ball one time. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody on for the Lady Bruins. Up high, 3 balls and a strike. Garvin is somewhere around 110 pitches this afternoon. And here's another one. And boy, did she go around on that one. Almost caromed off of Joel Ayers' chin. And then goes into left field. Joel's calm through the whole thing, though. He's been through a lot of those hot shots like that. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that one's going to be laced into center field for a base hit. So Taylor on base for the 2nd straight time. That is the 16th hit for the Lady Bruins. And here's LK Prater. As we mentioned to you, 2 RBIs today and 2 singles and scored a run. Let's see if Taylor decides to take off for second. And she fakes it, and that's going to go to the third baseman. Fires on to first for out number 3. But they picked up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 player left on base. So we have completed 5, and it's USJ 10, Northpoint 3.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
We go to the top half of the 6th inning with Reagan Adams, Josie Beth Smith, and Maggie Deaver Boaz scheduled up unless we have some changes, and Grace Ann Ferguson has come over to tell the umpire about that. And this is Maggie McElhaney. She is pinch hitting for Reagan Adams. And went around on a high one for strike 1. 7 strikeouts in the first 5 innings for Emerson Fair. She's got to get 6 outs. And that one almost back up here, and it was almost get the net out time. I don't think anybody's going to dare to climb up here on the net and try to get that one down. It is on the net that is literally right in front of us here in the booth. There you go. You see it right there. But I'm not going to chance it, nor is anybody else in this booth tonight. Held on to it, but that was high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here we go with a 1-2 pitch. Nobody out, nobody on. And here it goes. Right down in there for strike 3. 8th strikeout. And here's Josie Beth Smith. And she had a single her last time up in an RBI. That was back in the 4th. Flied out in the 2nd. 1 for 2 this afternoon. Getting close to saying this evening, because we did have a 51-minute rain delay, and she goes around on that one for a strike. Emerson taking her time between pitches. She's ready and fires outside for a ball. Taylor Shands is playing up a little tight just in case it's a slow roller or a bunt. And that one's low. 2 balls and a strike. And the fans don't seem to be any of the worse for the wear after having to sit out for about an hour. And Emerson bends and fires. 3 balls and 1 strike. We'll go back up to the top of the order with Deaver Boaz after this pitch. Outside, ball 4. That's the 4th walk of the game for Emerson Fair. So here comes Maggie Deaver Boaz, she has been on base all 3 times with a walk, with a line drive home run over the left field fence, and with a fielder's choice. And the runner thought about going to second and gets back. No balls and a strike. Hannah Boston, the left fielder, will be next. High fly ball, and it's going to be just a bit out of play. They gave big chase to that one, but just a little bit too far out of the range. So it's no balls and 2 strikes to Maggie. Now the umbrellas are being used by the fans for protection against the sun rather than the rain that we had around the 6 o'clock hour. The wind and the pitch, up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maggie stands back in. And they're just looking the runner back down at first. And the pitch. And that one's fouled off. So many of Emerson's strikeouts have come at strategic points in that game, but probably none any more so than the first inning, in which she faced runners on second and third with nobody out and proceeded to strike out the next 3. And a high fly ball giving chase, both the center and the right fielder, and nailing that one was E.K. Elrod for out number 2. This can be a little tough on the outfielders because even though they're not looking at an overhead sun, you get out there in the outfield at this hour, you could be looking directly into the sun. And E.K. stayed with it. So here's Hannah Boston. She is 1 for 3. She had a stand-up double in the first inning. She is struck out and grounded out. And the pitch. And getting back to first easily is Josie Beth. Again, want to salute Northpoint Christian for the tremendous values that they teach these young people off the field as well as on the field. And swing and a miss, and they fire it down to first, but she's back in. Ball and a strike. Both of these fine schools with academic strength behind them, and also the kind of things that they try to teach as far as community service is concerned. Those are the things that you take away with you when you are on the campuses of each of these schools. Here's the pitch. Went around on it. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 out, and a runner on first. We're in the top of the 6th. It's the District 2A playoffs. And the pitch. Right down in there for call, strike 3. 9th strikeout for Emerson Fair. So in that inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. They did have 1 walk and 1 player left on base. So we have completed 5 1/2. It is USJ 10, Northpoint 3.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Steve Beverly back with you on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. This could be the final inning that USJ is up to bat in this playoff game. Ella Golden, who has a single and an RBI and a sacrifice. She's officially 1 for 2, and that one's low for a ball. She'll be followed by the pitcher, Emerson Fair, and the catcher, Lauren Raines. Garvin with the wind, and the pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, he did call a strike. That was one of those delayed calls that you sometimes misjudge if you don't see it quickly enough. 1-1. That's up high. 2 balls and a strike. And that one's low. 3 balls and a strike. As we mentioned, every Lady Bruin who has played has been on base today. And that one is that one is fired off the top of the head of the catcher. That's one reason you now have that extra protective gear now, just in case something like that were to happen. Full count, and here comes the payoff pitch. And that one, she got around on it too quick. So we'll rewind the tape and do another 3-2 pitch. And we're beginning to see the shadows come in over the infield. They're approaching the pitcher's mound right now. And that one is a lazy fly ball that is going to drop in for a base hit. That's what you call just going with the pitch. And Ella Golden with her second single of the afternoon. And here is Emerson Fair, and she has done a lot to help her cause. She's 2 for 3. She had a single, and that led to a run in the 3rd inning. And then she had a stand-up double for 2 RBIs in the 4th. And that one is possible double play. Going to second, on to first, and they didn't get her at first. So Emerson will stay down at first on the fielder's choice. That was a 4-6 force out at second. Nice job on the part of Reagan Adams to fire it over to Josie Jones. And here's Lauren Raines, the catcher. Lauren with 2 singles today. She scored on a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd inning, and she has struck out. 2 for 3 this afternoon. So the battery mates have combined for 4 of the 16 hits. And she went around on that for a strike. Actually, 17 hits now after that one by Ella Golden. And they fired a first, and they almost got her, but she got back in just ahead of the tag. No balls and 2 strikes. Mary Patton Redden will be next. Here's the wind from Garvin, and hit her. Got her on the knuckles. So that is the second player to be hit by a pitch by Trinity Garvin. So USJ with runners on first and second, and another pinch runner will come in, and that will be Kendall Keene. And Mary Patton Redden steps in. She has had an RBI single, struck out, and hit into a double play. 1 for 3 this afternoon. And that's in there for a strike. Hit the outside corner, no balls and a strike. 1 out, 2 runners on for the Lady Bruins. If they get 3, it'll be over. And that one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll go back up to the top of the order with Maddie Polk after Mary Patton. And that one's low. Good job again by the catcher, Katie Bobo, of holding on to that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lady Bruins 10 runs on 17 hits, no errors, 3, 6, and 1 for Northpoint. And that one is going to fall, and the catcher fires and throws it away. And that's going to score another run. That may score 2 runs. That may score 3. They're going to have to hurry to get her at third. She's going to try to win it right now, and she goes right back to third and gets in there and makes the uniform dirty enough. They need a complete box of all detergent to clear off that uniform, but what a play. So it is a 12-3 game with only 1 out. A 3-base error. Runner on third, and Maddie Polk in here. If she gets her in from third, it is game, set, and match. Showing the bunt again, as she has all night long. And went after it. Ball and a strike. 1 out, and 70 feet away from winning it all is Mary Patton Redden. Outside. He called that a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here goes Maddie in there once again. 2 singles today. In the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Abby Brown, who hit a home run her last time up, will be next. The wind and the pitch, and she went around on it for strike 3. That's the 5th strikeout. Trinity Garvin has struggled today with keeping him off the base paths, but she has struck out 5. And here's Abby Brown, who would love to sail one over the left field fence again as she did the last time. The wind and the pitch, outside and high for a ball. She is the 6th Lady Bruin to hit in this inning. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The infield is playing in. There's a big gap between left and center field, and she got around on it too quick. Out of play, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But there is such a gap between shortstop and the outfielders who are playing rather deep, particularly in left field. Hannah Boston is playing close to the fence. Here's the pitch. Low, good save once again by Katie Bobo. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A base hit would do it. Oh, just held up on it. And they're appealing to first base, and he said, nope, she held up. We got a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on third, and 2 out for the Lady Bruins. Garvin winds and fires. And ball 4. So EK has an opportunity to end it all. EK is 2 for 3. She has had 2 RBIs in the game. She scored twice, had a stolen base. Done a little of everything. 12-3, Lady Bruins. A run will end it here in the 6th. Garvin winds and delivers. And that one's going to be a slow fly ball caught by the shortstop for out number 3. So for the Lady Bruins, they picked up 2 more runs on just one hit, 1 error, and they had a runner left at third. So we are going to the top of the 7th. And this is the one where we usually say we got to hold them, Lady Bruins. It is USJ 12 and Northpoint 3.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Emerson Fair attempting to close the deal for USJ. She's gone all the way. She has struck out 9, and she's facing Josie Jones, the shortstop. That one's high for a ball. Her teammates and herself have given excellent support here this afternoon. Starting out with the 3 runs in the first inning that seems like it was ages ago because we did have a 51-minute rain delay. And let's see, that one's in there for a strike. 1-1. She'll be followed by Faith Ryan and Katie Bobo. Jones has struck out twice and flied out. And there's a high fly ball, not even but about 1 step to her right required. And that's out number 1. Here's Faith Ryan, the first baseman. She is 0 for 2. She reached base after being hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. She has struck out twice. Down to the final 2 outs for Northpoint. And that one misses the corner. A ball and no strikes. And now the sun has gone behind those low-lying clouds, but we don't think there's any more chance of rain in the evening hours. Overnight, yes. But we should be able to get that game in between ECS, and that one is fouled right back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. We should be able to get in the second game between TCA and ECS without any trouble at all. The wind and the pitch. And that's a high drive coming in on left field, and taking it with about 4 steps is Mary Patton Redden for out number 2. So here's Katie Bobo, the last hope for Northpoint. She had a stand-up double and scored her last time up. 1 for 3 this afternoon, struck out and flied out. And Trinity Garvin is on deck, hoping she gets 1 more shot at the plate, because she followed up with a double her last time up. And that one outside for a ball. Emerson Fair has been just workmanlike all the way through this one, and that one she went around on it. A ball and a strike. Emerson has not been rattled at all at any given time when they've had runners on base, and it started in the first inning and was a bit shaky there, and then she proceeded to strike out the rest of her batters. The 1-1. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. And a lot of the fans from TCA and ECS are gathering, getting ready to take the field after this one is over. Here's the pitch, and she fouled it back, and Lauren could not get back there fast enough to make a stab at it. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and nobody on. Emerson very patient. Winds and pitches. That's fouled back. That's about the 3rd one that has hit our roof. So we rewind the tape and go 2-2 once again. She takes the bend and the pitch. Up high, we've gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Bobo, a very patient hitter, looking for one outside or one that she can swing away on. Here's the pitch. And that's a hard hit ball. Third baseman, long throw to first, and it is game, set, and match. What a play at third to end it all. And a great snag and a stretch over at first, and the Lady Bruins have won it 12-3. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So, let's recap it very quickly. For USJ, as we mentioned, everybody who played managed to get on base at one time or another, one way or another. For Northpoint, of course, the big hitter was Maggie Deaver-Boaz. She had a home run that she had a line drive over the left field fence in the 3rd inning to give Northpoint its first run. And then you had back-to-back doubles by Katie Bobo and Trinity Garvin, the pitcher, in the 5th inning. And so it was a game, though, that Emerson managed to just, if you look at across the board, she just scattered those 6 hits in a fashion that she never was rattled whenever there were people on base. She walked Deaver-Boaz and gave up a double to Boston back-to-back to open the game, and then proceeded to strike out 2 of them caught looking in the 1st inning. And from that time on, after the Bruins got 3 runs in the 1st, it was all USJ. And they scored in every inning, 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. 17 hits for the Lady Bruins, 12 runs, 17 hits, no errors. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Northpoint. And across the board, let's look just briefly at some of the USJ highlights. Maddie Polk with 2 singles, and she scored a run. Abby Brown with a big home run in the 5th inning. Big high fly ball over the left center field fence. And she was on base 4 times on a 2-base error, a single, a double, that home run, and a walk. Actually, she was on base 5 times, so tremendous job she had. E.K. Elrod, she had 2 singles and scored twice, had a stolen base. Taylor Shands hit by a pitch ball and scored, and then she had a single in the 5th. L.K. Prater, she delivered 2 singles and 2 RBIs in the afternoon. Ella Golden with 2 singles and an RBI. Emerson Fair, the pitcher, she was on base 3 times, including a 2-run double in the 4th. She had a single. in the third, and her pinch runner scored both times. Lauren Haynes, she delivered 2 singles and scored. Her pinch runner, Kendall Keene, came in on a sacrifice fly. And Mary Patton Redden, she brought in a run with a single into right field, and she also got on base with a 3-base error. That was in the 6th inning. Our player of the game, and this is the one we call the Bruin Ruin Award, and we're going to give that one today to, and everybody contributed. This was a team effort, but we're going to give it to Emerson Fair because to pitch a complete game in the playoffs as she did and to hold Northpoint to 6 hits as well as delivering a single and a double and to have 2 RBIs in the game, score a run herself. You just can't beat that across the board. So the Bruin Ruin Award goes to Emerson Fair, but all of the Lady Bruins could share in it because they did a tremendous job across the board. So your final score is USJ 12 and Northpoint 3, and that means that the Lady Bruins advance to the winner's bracket. That'll be tomorrow, and check the USJ website for the exact time of that game tomorrow, and check the USJ Facebook page or the USJ app, and would love to see a big crowd of you out here tomorrow night. There's a game coming up now that will determine who is going to be in the winners and who's going to be in the losers bracket, and that is between Trinity Christian Academy and ECS. So I think that brings us all of our business, and so these are the people who made these pictures possible tonight. The executive producer of Worthy Road Studios is Paul Schultze. Our game was directed by Billy Bolin II, and the cameras, Christopher Reasons. I'm Steve Beverly, and until we're with you again tomorrow afternoon, so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.